What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. We are here to talk, of course, some birds, but we're behind enemy lines going into week 7 with the Minnesota Vikings and this Eagles team. Last 2 games, pretty, let's just say pretty pissed off. And let down would be an understatement. This team is much better than what has been showing. So we're going to hope that they get some things together. We talked about it yesterday. Go check that video out. We did get some news today. I want to show you that. Always keep you up to date with the practice squad moves that happen almost every other day. But Audric Estime, and then right after that news was let out, we also got Javon Baker. He is also let go from the practice squad. So both of these guys going to open practice squad spots. And then you have Titus Leo, who was in for a visit today. If we sign him, you'll get a video. But let's just go ahead and jump right into this bad boy. Week 7, going behind enemy lines with the Minnesota Vikings. I appreciate you all taking the time here. Love to hear from you. Appreciate you hitting the like button and all the things you do. The sharing, the becoming channel members, just subscribing, anything that helps the channel. I can't thank you enough for that. So let's get right into this. You have any thoughts, any questions, you know where to leave them, and always down to talk some birds. But we're going to look at the Vikings and what they've done so far this season. And, their offense got some injuries there. You got Carson Wentz at quarterback at this moment, but he's a little banged up. But this defense, oh boy, we talked about this yesterday. They are pretty damn good. 5th in points, 6th in total yardage, 2nd against the pass, 11th in sacks, 9th in turnovers. So they're bringing it. Now, the offense, again, you've got some injuries there, quarterback, running back, and, the line and things that, some moving pieces. But I think this team is definitely not someone you want to sleep on. And this Eagles team, just lost to the Giants. So you better not be sleeping on anybody. But the Vikings find themselves right now in 3rd place at 3-2. NFC North got themselves some pretty good teams battling it out. But you can see the Packers, number 1, Lions 2, and then the Vikings. So they're trying to do what they can to move on up that list. And, well, it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. I also have the NFC standings. We're far enough into the season where, again, take it all with a grain of salt because this stuff will change. But you can see the divisional leaders in the top 4 there, the wild card spots, and then the rest of the gang. So the Vikings trying to move themselves into a wild card spot, not just, getting that division. Want to find themselves in the playoffs somehow. Eagles still in the lead of their division, so we got to keep doing our damn thing. But at the helm of this team is Kevin O'Connell, but let's take a look at his staff. And, this is a team, again, a great offensive minds, got a really good defensive mind in Brian Flores. And, you talk about him with those odd fronts and the, multiple schemes and coming at you. I just really think we're going to have ourselves our hands full. And, Wes Phillips with O'Connell there on offense, they are capable of doing some magical things regardless of injury. So this Eagles team has just struggled, mightily no matter who it is. So they better figure it the hell out no matter, what team they're playing, what coaching staff. At this point, I'm just so pissed off. I don't even, thinking about the top matchups coming up in a couple of days here on Thursday. And it's just like, well, are they going to show up? Because Lord only knows. But let's take a look at some of the moves they've made here. And you can see, some of the additions. Weirdly enough, letting Darnold walk. Daniel Jones there as well. And he's really been shining there for Indianapolis. So you got a lot of really good things happening. And I think, you lose Cam Robinson. You definitely still got a pretty damn good team. And then on the defense, losing, Cam Bynum's a big piece. Pat Jones, a promising piece. And then Jerry Tillery there. But you added a lot of pieces. Jordan Mason, Carson Wentz, Thielen's back. You got Rondale Moore, but he's hurt. Ryan Kelly's hurt. But you brought in Will Freese as well. Jonathan Allen, Hargrave, Wilson, Rogers, Javier Thomas, Okuda. You got some studs there that you have added this offseason and throughout the season. And now you can see here in the draft, their first pick, Donovan Jackson. That's a damn good pick, playing a little guard right now. I think somebody with a very promising future. They got Ty Felton, the receiver, then Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, interior D lineman, Kobe King out of Penn State, and then Gavin Bartholomew. So a pretty decent draft. Only 5 picks for the Vikings there, but thought overall a good draft for them. And I don't know why this effing computer does not want to work, but driving me insane. Anyway, let's take a gander here. Next, we're going to look at the depth chart, their injury lists, and their practice squad. Get to know what this team looks like, and any thoughts you guys have on their additions, subtractions, the draft, whatever it is. Love to hear from you. But let's take a look at this depth chart, and tomorrow will be the initial injury report. So we'll know what's going on with the guys that not just here for this IR and pup list and all that great stuff, as you can see, but Aaron Jones is here. He's not going to be back, it doesn't sound, this week, so that's unfortunate. You can see Cashman, some other guys on there, Ryan Kelly, Ty Chandler, so missing some pieces. But overall, again, I will give you all the other injuries, like with Wentz and McCarthy and all that stuff that's going on with them. And then you can see on the offensive side of the ball, you've got again, Carson Wentz with a left shoulder injury. So Max Brosmer's there. So McCarthy might have to come back this week. We'll see. You got Jordan Mason, who you added. So no Aaron Jones, but we'll see if they elevate one of their practice squad guys at running back. But you got Ham there, fullback still for 50 years, it feels. Jefferson, Addison, Naylor, Ty Felton, Price, Thielen. So you've got some good wide receivers here. And then you're looking at the tight ends here, Hawkinson, Oliver, Urasek. You obviously, Hawkinson's a big monster. And then the line there, Darsal, Juergens. They got their own Juergens. You got Will Freese, who was added, and then Brian O'Neill. And obviously draft pick Donovan Jackson there. So the offense looks like. And this defense, as we mentioned, pretty damn good defense here. And, adding Allen and Hargrave, those are some monsters. Bringing back Eric Wilson, having Isaiah Rodgers has been huge for them with Murphy and Metellus. Great secondary. You got Van Ginkel and Greenard there, some damn good edge guys with their first-round pick from last year, Dallas Turner. So, this defense is pretty damn good. And then special teams, Ty Chandler a little banged up. So you've got Miles Price doing the returning, both kick and punting now. You got Adam Thielen, Ty Felton if you need, Will Reichard there as the kicker. So that is what their team looks like. Now let's look at the practice squad. As mentioned, maybe they want to elevate one of their running backs from the practice squad. Definitely got a lot of options here with Cam Akers. You got Kiner there. Nick Vannett at tight end. Some familiar names. Fabian Moreau, Kayvon Wallace, got Sione, Taki. So they've actually got a pretty good practice squad there. But I think overall, this is a team where don't sleep on anybody. Let's just put it that way. But they could give the Eagles a run for their money with how good their defense is. And Jordan Mason, a tough runner. The Eagles have struggled with these bruising backs. And I think that the Eagles know who they are. They're a very young defense. And the offense, a new offensive coordinator. Remember last year at this time when everyone wanted to fire Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio, and then the team went on to win the Super Bowl. Let's keep that in mind, that maybe a little patience could go a long way. This little mini bye hopefully will help out, but got a tough opponent ahead with the Vikings. Tomorrow, you'll get that initial injury report for both teams. On Thursday, you'll get the top matchups with an updated injury report. Friday is the game status report. Well, you will know who is out, who is questionable. Saturday, the practice squad elevations. And then, of course, you'll have your pregame, postgame shows, and any live shows I can make in between, any shows on any signings. You will get them. But that's all I've got for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you need anything, you can always feel free to reach out. Always here for you guys as you are for me. I don't think this is going to let me do my music. I'm not sure what's going on. This computer is like freezing up, but that's fine. But I appreciate you all taking the time. You got anything from this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe. Join the family down below. Cannot thank you enough for all of your support, ladies and gentlemen. But all I've got for you here tonight. So until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, go Birds!